Hello, Darkroom Doll here, just coming to you with a video about spirituality and what it means to me and what does it mean to you. What does it mean to be on a spiritual path? Some people like to say that they're on a spiritual path because everybody else is saying they're on a spiritual path, not because they really truly indeed feel that they're on a spiritual path. A lot of people like just to jump on bandwagons so that they can be involved in a group, involved in anything, to feel like they belong to something when their heart really isn't in it. In the past, I've gone through different transitions in understanding what my spiritual path is here. When I started off as a kid, I had some very paranormal and supernatural experiences happen to me that I couldn't have anyone, any adult, responsible adult, explain to me what's going on. So you can see where the confusion comes in as I get older. You know, I went to church, went to Sunday school as a kid, and had to abide by the rules of the adults. The Sunday school teacher can explain to me simple concepts that were in the Bible that I read that I thought were probably simple concepts that she could easily explain to a child, but she couldn't. And I started to have my doubts about that religion, about Christianity, because a lot of the people I was coming in contact with were treating me the same way. You're just a little kid, just read the Bible. And they couldn't answer any questions. They just would think that they're answering my questions, but just pretty much just ordering me to just read the Bible. Then as I got older, I started reading other types of literature other than the Bible, not much older. I had kind of put aside Christianity and religion when I was a kid out of my mind. I pushed it out of my mind and thought, I'm just going to concentrate on the things that I need to concentrate on for right now. Because that's too much for, at least for me, it was too much for my young mind to accept the fact that an adult could not explain to me some simple concepts that are in the Bible. I was just really baffled by that because I thought that all the adults knew what they were doing and knew what they were talking about. I was drinking some spearmint and black tea. But yeah, through my life, I pretty much had to figure out, just like anybody else would have to, figure out what my own spiritual path is, and nobody could completely tell me what it is I should be doing. I have to figure that out on my own and start doing it, and start practicing what I preach as best I can. And a lot of people these days, I notice, to just fall into shit just because someone else is doing it, not because they totally feel it. And we're going backwards in that way by listening to everything everybody else says and just practicing and sticking to someone else's spiritual path and not really clicking into your own. And that's probably why your world feels off, because you're marching to somebody else's drum and not your own. And that's not going to help you at all. I did that for so many years. I was so heavily influenced by the people that were around me in the past when I was younger. I knew that that wasn't my path, but I would go in that direction anyway, just so that I could be a part of the gang, so I'm not isolated and off. But what I really intrinsically felt was my spirituality ties to nature, being out in nature and connecting with the elements of earth, air, fire, and water. And I started to be feeling more connected to that type of religion, and I didn't know what that was. I mean, if that could be a religion. I believe in nature because Mother Nature and Father Sky, they've been there all this time making the shit happen, for better or for worse. Yeah, and so there's a lot of people fumbling around because they realize that for all these years, they've been inside of an institution, a belief system that doesn't jive with what they really believe in and what they're really about. A lot of us knew what we were about before we came to this planet, but we got sidetracked by so much fucking drama and the invention of the television, you know what I mean? And then the invention of the cell phone, and then the invention of this and that, and then we start to get separated from our spiritual path and more on a path of materialism and self-destruction. So, how do you come back from that? I think more and more people crave solitude, need to be alone for, you got to be alone at least a little bit in your day so that you can come back to yourself and refocus on what it is that's really important, what your life's mission is here. Everybody has a life's mission. Before you got here, I feel like everybody planned out what they were supposed to be doing here on this planet. But as soon as we got here, there's so much flashy ass shit here and distractions that we forgot what we were supposed to be doing here. And then we start to get glimpses of what we were supposed to be doing here when we start to do things we're passionate about, like art. When I create art, it reminds me of why I'm here. I'm here to create art and to share it with the world. And I've been told a lot of the art that I make helps to heal people. So if you could key into what it is that you're really passionate about, that's what you should be doing. And I've said this before, but I feel like repeating it because a lot of times we need to repeat this to ourselves because we get downtrodden and upset by trying to live up to society's standards, trying to get that right job so we can help support our family, so we can live and pay these expensive fucking bills and rent here in sunny California. Using me as an example, it's very frustrating and it starts to make you feel like your life's passion isn't important, but it does make a difference that you take some time out of your day to do something that's really important. If it really affects your soul and your heart and makes you feel better, then that's what you should be doing. We shouldn't be in these fucking 9-to-5 jobs in a job we hate. And when we come home, we take that hate home to our family, that energy. We may not realize it, but we do. Excuse me. And our family members may be feeling really good and all that, and then we come home because we're pissed off from the fucked up job we have. We have no passion for that job. Because the people we work for have no passion for us. They don't care. They're just like, you're disposable. So my message for today for Spirituality Talk is to take some time out and to meditate on why you're here in the first place. Find your passion. And if you find your passion, then you'll know why the fuck you're here in the first place. Alrighty guys, thanks for joining me today. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for the likes and shares. And thank you for your kind comments. Leave your comments down below and let me know how your life is going, and if it's not going the way you think it should, you need to sit down and assess that and spend some time with yourself and figure out what it is you're really passionate about, and with that passion you'll figure out why you're here and what you're supposed to be doing. So alrighty guys, brightest blessings to you all, and I'll see you soon.